you with another stream series. This time we are doing something completely different than what we've done in the past. We are going to be running a draft combine, if you will, a camp. And we had 19 teams fighting for a spot of 15 for the next stream series. It's going to be tour, like you saw, with the Rec League, with the Denver All-Stars, with the finest. So be on the lookout for that. Rosters on the Instagram at NBA2kplayercreations. So check out the rosters. You know what it is. But something different, again, about this last stream, I was playing every game, every minute. It was a blast. I thoroughly enjoyed that, but I kind of want to go at a faster pace with this. And so we are actually going to be hopping in to and doing basically a quick sim. We're going to jump into the game if it's close, if it's in overtime, see how that pans out. But we are going to do 7 games, 7 days of action. So today, there are 4 games. So I'm going to do today, October 30th, November 5th, November 11th, November 18th, November 25th, and December 2nd, all in this video. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Simulate this one. And let's take a look at the score. Leonard Smith, Fred Sims Jr., Jordan Wilson, Caleb McConnell, Etan Shakur came out and played well. On the other side, Bo Aldridge, 12, Jaron Jordan, 10, Taquan Saunders, 9, Brandon Riley, 7. So big win for Team 11. That one was quick. That one was fun. 54-50. Team 11 wins the first game of the NBA 2K Player Creations Combine. We're going to switch up, though. I want to do live, see how that plays out, because I think that'll give you a better feel of the game. So let's get right into it. Trey Lambert, Drew Xander, Keon Chaney, David Meredith, Aquarius Singer taking on Dylan Jose, Chaz Colum, Curtis Hollis, Jacob Birnbaum, and Hartwick Galentine. That is a team to be on the lookout for. I think they can do some damage in this one, because not only do they have one of the best players in the combine, they also have height down low with Hartwick Galentine down low. But right now it is Trey Lambert and the squad kind of running it. Aquarius Singer 4 points, but just like that, 8-7 is your score. 18 seconds left. And that is the end of, see, I don't. So there are some weird substitutions there. So we are actually just going to go into Simcast, sim this one real quick. Look at the end of the first quarter, 19-3. It comes up close in this one, 44-40. Dylan Jose, a name that I kind of imagine just being kind of a playmaker for this team, with Chaz Colum, Hartwick Galentine, Curtis Hollis struggling, and Jacob Birnbaum scoring. but it does not matter. 44-40. Team 5 takes game 2. Game 3 of the tournament goes into overtime. Was Simmons too fast? And Team 3 steals this one with Jared Cooper and Dikembe Dixon beating out Toby Obiwold, Keith Butler, Malachi Claude, Theo Small, and Ty Waters. Sorry about that, guys. I will be more on top of it. But game 4, we have a good one. We got Broccoli, DJ Davenport, Cassius Ray, Muto, Trey Teal, Tavis Smiley taking on Connor Larson, Joshua Branch, Jalen Nixon, Jamarvian Coleman, and Brandon Pleeman. Let's get into it. Looks like this is going to be kind of our worst one. Tavis Smiley did all he can, finishing with a double-double. Broccoli Jr. struggled from the field, 3 for 13. Struggled. But on the other side, Jalen Nixon was phenomenal. 19 points, complimented by Connor Larson and Jamarvian Coleman. Joshua Branch 4, 8, and 5. Doesn't get much better than that. Team 14 wins 46-33. That is a wrap on day 1. Team 11 beats Team 16 54-40. Team 5 beats Team 10 44-10. 3 over 7 41-40, and 12 loses to Team 14 46-33. Let's go into day 2. Dylan Jose and his squad are going to be playing next. They are taking on Thomas Dula, Damian Wilson, Jay Sean Ball, Adele McCullough, and Andrew Jones. Let's get right into it. Wow. Team 5 gets absolutely dominated by Team 13. I was not expecting that, I'm going to be honest. Dylan Jose, 4 for 13. Curtis Hollis, 3 for 10. Chaz Colum, 2 for 9. Jacob Birnbaum, 1 for 3. Hartwick Galentine, 0 for 5. On the other then, though, Andrew Jones finishing with a 15-10 night. Jay Sean Ball, 10 points. Let's hop right into game 2. Game 2, we have a close one. Let's hop into this one. 41-41 with a minute 22. Let me not play. And let's see how this pans out between Team 16 and Team 2 with 1:22 left. Romello Washington, Elijah Gibson. Elijah Gibson gets the ball, being guarded by Bo Aldridge. Drops down to Alexander Schneider. Alexander Schneider draws a double team. J-Ron Jordan with the big rebound with 1 minute left. Kicks it to Taquan Saunders. Back to J-Ron Jordan. Taquan Saunders drives, kicks it out to Naz Johnson. Naz Johnson for 3, can't connect. Xavier Santos with the board. Xavier Santos gives it to Romello Washington, who finds Alexander Schneider down low. He draws a double team. Xavier Santos can't finish. Elijah Gibson to Romello Washington. Bang! That is huge. Romello Washington put in on a show for the people and the scouts. 32 seconds, 44-41. Taquan Saunders with the ball against Chase Farmer. Taquan Saunders drives, can't find anything, kicks it out to Brandon Riley. Brandon Riley attacks Romello Washington. Romello Washington with the closeout. That is going to be foul number 2 for Taquan Saunders on Chase Farmer. Chase Farmer gets again another foul by Taquan Saunders, heading to the line to put the icing on the cake. First one good, extending the lead to 4. Second one good, causing a timeout for Team 16. Gotta get a quick shot here. Brandon Riley for 3, can't connect. Gibson with the board, picks up a foul from Bo Aldridge. He's going to the line, can hit the second one. That is going to wrap this one up. 47-41, missed free throw 16. Seems to still think they got a shot with just 7 seconds left. Brandon Riley from the previous spot gets it to go. It's a 3-point game with 4.5 seconds left. If you're Romello Washington, you have to fight through that screen. Chase Farmer picks up a foul. He's going to the line with 3.8 seconds. Hits the first one. Second one up. It is good. That's a 5-point game. 3, 2, 1. Brandon Riley at the buzzer. Can't connect. And Team 2 escapes with a win. Xavier Santos, 14 points. Romello Washington, 13. Chase Farmer struggled tonight. 1 for 5. Elijah Gibson just 1 point and 1 rebound away from a double-double, and Alexander Schneider struggling 2 for 7. On the other side, Brandon Riley was phenomenal, as well as Nas Johnson, 2 rebounds away and 1 point away from a double-double. But that is all for this one. Team 2 advances to 1-0. But let's keep this action going. Team 4 taking on Team 17. Let's get right into it. Close one again, 45-43 with 1:30 left. Let's hop right into this one. Paris Collins gets the ball, being guarded by Jared Lopez. Collins finds Xavion Davison down low. He goes right at Richard Shepard. Can't get it to go. Richard Shepard with the board. He is heading down the court. Finds errant pass. Gio Wise with the steal. He's running the floor. Gives it to Xavion Davison. Xavion Davison drops it off to David Walker. David Walker to Spear. Spear for 3. Can't connect. Richard Shepard with the rebound. Gives it to Jared Lopez. Jared Lopez gives it to Cameron. Back to Shepard. Back to Leadus. Lopez. Lopez tries to drive on Paris Collins, but Paris Collins right there. Tough shot. Paris Collins with the rebound with 30 seconds left. Gio Wise driving, finds Walker for 3. It is good, and just like that, they take the lead, 46-45. Lopez down low against Collins, a matchup he has struggled with in these past couple, but he drives right by Paris Collins for the layup. Xavion Davison with 10 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gio Wise in the corner. Can't hit it. He had the shot, couldn't convert, and Team 4 ekes a win out 47-46. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Let's take a look at the stats. Gia Wise, 13 points. Shaheem Spear, 11. Xavion Davison, 10. Paris Collins didn't do a whole lot on the points, but he had 6 boards, 5 assists. That is huge. And David Walker, that was his first points of the game, that wide open 3, but it was money. On the other side, Anthony Cameron, 17 points. Richard Shepard, 9 points. Khalil Johnson, 9. Jared Lopez and Isaiah Lee struggled. 2 for 6 for Lopez, 2 for 5 for Lee. But let's continue on with this combine. 2 more games for this day. And this one seems to be a blowout. Team 19 gets the win behind Jeff Stubbs. 22 points, 11 for 15. Taylor Tittle, Kobe Lawrence did all they could, but Jeff Stubbs was the guy tonight. And Team 19 gets a much needed win to kick off their combine. Let's go on to the next one. Sean Freeman, Chris Bragg, AJ McBuckets, T. Nash, and Angel Vidal taking on Robin Roy, Walter Johnson Jr., Chris Ebanks, Jed William, and Sam Daniel. Let's see how this one pans out. Low scoring affair from these two. 34-28, Nash, Anthony Vidal. Not great shooting. I'm going to be honest. Bragg, 1 for 8. Sean Freeman, 2 for 8. Vidal, 3 for 8. Nash was 4 for 8. AJ McBuckets, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 0 for 2. On the other side, though, we had 5 for 13, 4 for 10, 3 for 9, 1 for 9, 1 for 5. Low scoring affair, but the big dog on campus is Jed Williams. 10 points, 15 rebounds. Absolutely dominating on the glass. Big reason why Team 9 escapes with a win. Let's go on to day 2. Again, remember, or day 3, because we are already 2 days in. Let's kick off the action on day 3. We got Eton Shakur, Fred Sims, Leonard Smith, Jordan Wilson, and Caleb McConnell taking on Brad Miller, Sam Luca, Trent Baker, Devin McCall, and Malcolm Jackson. Let's get right into it. Close game, 51-51 with 150 left. Let's hop into this one. Eton Shakur with the ball, gets a screen from Caleb McConnell. Caleb McConnell makes a cut, can't find him. Sims Jr. down low, gets a bucket. 20 points for Fred Sims tonight. McCall down low, puts it up, no good. Sims Jr. out on the fast break. He's going to take it himself and throws it down, taking a 4-point lead. Miller with the ball. He finds McCall down low. McCall puts it up to cut the lead down to just 2. Shakur calls for a screen from McConnell, doesn't find him down low, but finds Sims Jr. Sims Jr. going right at Luka. Tough shot, no good. Miller with the board. He's heading the other way. Drops it down to Baker. Baker puts up a layup, and just like that, we have a tie ball game with 50 seconds left. Another screen from McConnell. Shakur going to work against Brad Miller. He's chewing some clock, gives it to Sims Jr., who finds McConnell. McConnell back to Shakur, back to Sims. Sims is going to have to hoist one up. No good. Luka with the board. He's heading the other way, dumps it to Miller. Miller with some nice moves, kicks it to Baker, but McCall has it on the outside. Baker calls for a screen, kicks it to McCall in the corner. Bang, bang. What a three-pointer by McCall. 58-55. Who do you go to if you're the other squad here? Gotta be Sims Jr. Shakur with the ball, gives it to McConnell. McConnell for three. No good. 58-55. Team 6 gets the win. Let's take a look at the stats. Fred Sims Jr., 22 points. Leonard Smith complimenting him well, 11 points on 4 for 5 shooting. Devin McCall, Trent Baker, and Sam Luka combining for 43 points. They were awesome in this one. But next team up. Looks like this one we are not going to be hopping in because Team 2 dominated. 50-35, Elijah Gibson, 15, 6, and 3. Romello Washington, 12 points. Chase Farmer, 10. On the other side, Toby Obi-Wool had 12, and that was about it. The rest of the squad struggled. 2 for 8, 3 for 12, 2 for 3, 2 for 6. Next one. Another blowout, 56-39. Team 1 over Team 8. Monte Ummenson, 18. JP Walker, 12. Marcus Scott, 10. Bryant Leonard, 10. This team is the team to watch out for. Team 1, Team 8 put up a fight. Kobe, Lawrence, Taylor, Tittle were awesome, but unfortunately they were just outmatched in this one. Moving on, though, we got Jared Cooper, Hunter Oistrich, DeAntoine Jackson, Dikembe Dixon, Dima Poizurian taking on Connor Larson, Josh Branch, Jalen Nixon, Jamarvian Coleman, and Brandon Pleeman. Let's get right to the action. Looks like Team 3 is going to win by 10 as Poizurian drops 20 on him. Jared Cooper, 17, and Dikembe Dixon with 14. Brandon Pleeman was the lone bright spot, 12 points. Jalen Nixon complimented, but didn't do it efficiently. And Jamarvian Coleman, 5 for 13. That wraps up day 3 of the Combine. Day 4, let's get into it. Another blowout by Team 2. Elijah Gibson, Romello Washington, Xavier Santos. This time, Sam Luka did all he could. 18, just didn't have much help in this one. Next, we got Dylan Jose, Chaz Cullum, Curtis Hollis, Jacob Birnbaum, and Hartwick Galentine taking on Robin Roy, Walter Johnson, Chris Ebanks, Jed Williams, and Sam Daniel. Let's see how this one pans out. 51-34, team at 9. 16 points from Chris Ebanks. Jed Williams again 11-14. Sam Daniel 10-4-1, and Robin Roy 12 points. On the other end though, Chaz Colum 10 but 5 for 12. Hartwig Galentine only gained 2 points as a 7-footer, 4 for 7. Dylan Jose 2 for 6. Jacob Birnbaum 2 for 5. Curtis Hollis 2 for 6. Hate to see that if you are team 5. But moving on, this one is a close one, but let's hop into it. Tim Broom, Lionel Perkins, Jose Leyva, Devin Sosi, and Derek Campbell taking on Coleman, Nixon, Pleeman, Larson, and Branch. Let's hop into this one. 35-33 with 52 seconds left in this one. Larson with the ball, gives it to Coleman, to Branch, down to Nixon. Nixon backing down Leyva. Leyva right there and forces a miss. Broom with the board, gives it to Campbell. Campbell gives it to Leyva, who's wide open for 3, but no good. Nixon heading the other way, dumps it down to Branch. Branch gets a bucket, and we got a tie ball game. 22 seconds left. Timeout 18. Campbell with the ball. He's going to hold it for the last shot. Could we get our first overtime game? Let's see. Derek Campbell takes it himself and puts the dagger into 14's heart. 37-35. Nixon. No, Coleman wide open for 3. Can't hit it. And 18 escapes with the win. 37-35. Let's take a look at the score. It was an all-around effort. 8 points for Broom. 8 points for Perkins. 8 points for Leyva. 8 points for Sosi. And the big man, Derek Campbell, shot 2 for 10 from this one, but he had the dagger to put Team 14 away. Jamarvie and Coleman and Jalen Nixon did all they could, but they end up losing 35-37. Next, so that is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Now, day 5, let's get into it. We got GOY, Xavion Davison, Paris Collins, Shaheem Spear, David Walker taking on Kendall Blunt, Jaquan Thompson, Austin Grandy, Jeff Stubbs, and Cameron Schroeder. Let's get into it. This one's another close one, 38-33. Looks like the away squad is going to pull out the win behind Jaquan Thompson. 16 points, Jeff Stubbs 10, Schroeder 9, Grandy 8, and Blunt with 7. On the other end, though, GOYs and Xavion Davison did all they could. Paris Collins, 2 points away from a double-double. That is what you like to see from a combine, but we move on. Oh, boy. 12, down 7, 40-30. Tavis Smiley, Baraka Lee, and then Toby Obi Wool and Theo Small, Team 12 downs. After a 18-2, you expected it to be worse. Wasn't the case. Moving on, though, we have Tim Broom, Lionel Perkins, Jose Leyva, Derek Campbell, Devin Sosi taking on Shakur, Fred Sims, Leonard Smith, Jordan Wilson, and Caleb McConnell. Let's see how this one pans out. Close battle, but the away team takes control behind Fred Sims' big 28-point game. Jordan Wilson complimenting with a near triple-double. Leonard Smith not having his best night, but does not matter. Lionel Perkins 12 and Derek Campbell had 12, but it was no match. That is a wrap on day 5. Day 6 coming up, and day 7. Let's get into it now. We got Sean Freeman, Cameron Bragg, AJ McBuckets, T. Nash, Angel Vidal taking on Gio Wise, Xavier Davison, Paris Collins, Shaheem Spear, and David Walker. And boy, that was ugly. Sean Freeman, 8 points. T. Nash, 8 points. Vidal, 8 points. But a very inefficient. They had some bright spots with T. Nash and Vidal, but the other end just looked better. Xavier Davison, 13 points. Paris Collins with that double-double. And David Walker, 10 points. It was an all-around team effort from Team 17, simply put. Next one, though, we got Tim Broom, Lionel Perkins, Jose Leyva, Derek Campbell, Devin Sosi taking on Brad Miller, Sam Luca, Trent Baker, Devin McCall, Malcolm Jackson. Let's get into it. 51-37, Jose Leyva and Tim Broom, 13 points and 11, but could not match Sam Luca's 18, Trent Baker's 16, and Brad Miller's 10. Moving on, though, we got another one. We are cranking out these games. Let me know if you like it, if you like this format, because I just think it gets way better. Team 9 gets the win. Roy, 13 points. Daniel, 11. Jed Williams again on the boards, dominating. Andrew Jones finished with a double-double, but he had a tough night shooting 4 for 11. Damian Wilson, 3 for 11. It was a tough night, but that takes us to the last day of week 1. We got Monte Ummenson, Marcus Scott, JP Walker, Eli Matthews, and BJ Miller taking on Sean Freeman, Cameron Bragg, AJ McBuckets, T. Nash, and Angel Vidal. Let's see how this one pans out. Close one, low scoring, but the home team is going to take it. And behind Bryant Leonard's 11 points, a team game, 10 points from Ummenson, 10 points from J.P. Walker. Eli Matthews, 8 points, 10 rebounds. Marcus Scott, 5, 6, and 6. Cameron Bragg did all he could, only finished with 10 points. McBuckets, 1 for 5. Vidal, 2 for 8. Nash, 2 for 6. That's tough to overcome. But the last game of week 1, we got Taylor Tittle, Tron Welch, Kobe Lawrence, Bryson Turner, and Charles Sharkey taking on Dylan Jose, Chaz Colum, Curtis Hollis, Jacob Birnbaum, Hartwick Galentine. This team right here, I expected that team to dominate, and it hasn't been the case. Let's see if they can right the track. 53-46. They drop another one due to Kobe Lawrence, 25 points. What a performance by Kobe Lawrence. Again, Curtis Hollis, 1 for 10. Hartwig Galentine, 1 for 5. Jacob Birnbaum, 2 for 7. Tough night going. But that wraps up week 1. Wow. A lot of games in a short amount of time, but this was a blast. Let's take a look at the standings so far. Team 9, 3-0. Team 1, 2-0. Team 19, 2-0. Team 4, 1-0. Those are our undefeated so far. Team 13, 1-1. Excuse me. Let's take a look at the combine. Team 9, 3-0. Team 2, 3-0. Team 1, 2-0. 19, 2-0. Team 3, 2-0. Team 6, 2-1. Team 11, 2-1. Team 4, 1-0. Team 13, 1-1. Team 12, 1-1. Team 18, 1-2. Team 14, 1-2. Team 17, 1-2. Team 8, 1-2. Team 10, 0-1. Team 5, the team we just discussed, 1-3. Team 16, 0-2. Team 7, 0-3. And Team 15, 0-3 as well. But that wraps up week 1. Hope y'all like this format. Drop a comment, subscribe, like. Let me know if you like this format. The season is like 5 to 6 games per team. I will watch the entire games of the playoffs. There is a one game playoff, so be on the lookout for that. But we got a lot of basketball still left to be played. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is week 1 of the NBA 2K Player Creations Combine. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at NBA 2K Player Creations.